Welcome to Token Clash. Today, we evaluate the ultimate institutional infrastructure comparison, the open modular blockchain against the corporate governed distributed ledger. First is Avalanche, trading today near $9.20, holding a market capitalization of roughly $4 billion. Next is Hedera, trading near 9 cents, holding a market capitalization of roughly $3.8 billion. Our evaluation is driven strictly by a cumulative star scoring system across 9 categories. Let's look at the data. Avalanche possesses a highly technical, deeply entrenched community of developers and decentralized finance enthusiasts who actively build independent subnetworks. It has massive organic social volume, driven by retail users and institutional builders alike. Hedera commands a highly organized community, heavily focused on enterprise tracking and real-world utility, constantly monitoring corporate announcements from its massive governing council. While Hedera is highly professional, Avalanche commands a significantly larger global footprint of active daily retail participants. Avalanche secures 18 points. Hedera takes 17. Accessibility is flawless for both networks. You will find Avalanche and Hedera listed on absolutely every tier. One global exchange, including Binance, Coinbase, and traditional institutional gateways. Both projects offer incredibly deep liquidity pools and process hundreds of millions of dollars in daily trading volume, providing frictionless on-ramps and off-ramps for major institutional capital and retail investors globally. The judges award a near-perfect 19 points to both projects. The board reads 37 for Avalanche and 36 for Hedera. Token dynamics define long-term survival. Avalanche operates with a hard-capped maximum supply of 720 million tokens, and it actively burns the transaction fees paid on its primary network, introducing a deflationary mechanism alongside its staking rewards. Hedera also operates with a maximum supply capped at 50 billion tokens. However, billions of tokens are still periodically unlocked by the corporate treasury to fund ecosystem development, creating a heavier continuous dilution risk for investors. For its superior fee-burning architecture, Avalanche extracts 18 points. Hedera takes 16. Avalanche leads 55 to 52. Avalanche utilizes a unique consensus mechanism that essentially asks random validators for their status continuously until the entire network reaches an incredibly fast agreement, allowing developers to launch their own customized application-specific subnetworks. Hedera does not use a traditional blockchain. It utilizes the Hashgraph consensus algorithm, a mathematical marvel that uses a gossip protocol, allowing computers to share information at industrial speeds with absolute cryptographic fairness. Because the Hashgraph is a fundamentally unique leap in computer science, Hedera secures a perfect 20 points. Avalanche takes 19. Hedera closes the gap. Avalanche 74. Hedera 72. When we analyze network utility, we see a massive divergence. Avalanche is a decentralized finance leviathan, hosting billions of dollars in total value locked across hundreds of independent financial applications, gaming networks, and lending protocols. Hedera processes a staggering amount of daily transactions, often clearing tens of millions of operations per day. But the vast majority of this volume is driven by automated enterprise tracking services, not human retail users moving capital. Because Avalanche holds massive, diversified capital value, it secures 19 points. Hedera takes 18, Avalanche leads 93 to 90. Leadership in both projects is monumental. Avalanche was built by Ava Labs, founded by an esteemed computer science professor from Cornell University, bringing massive academic rigor to the protocol. Hedera is governed by a council of 39 massive global corporations, including Google, Boeing, and Dell. This provides unmatched corporate credibility and enterprise connections that simply cannot be replicated by standard development teams. For sheer institutional and corporate weight, Hedera earns a perfect 20 points. Avalanche takes 18. The score is Avalanche 111, Hedera 110. Avalanche is a permissionless network. Anyone with the required hardware and capital can become a validator, allowing the network to scale its security openly across the globe with thousands of independent nodes. Hedera is a permissioned network. Currently, only the massive corporate council members are allowed to run the primary validator nodes. While this is highly secure, it is technically centralized around these specific corporate entities, acting more like a traditional enterprise database. For maintaining an open, trustless validator structure, Avalanche earns 19 points. Hedera takes 14. Avalanche extends its lead 130 to 124. Current narratives direct capital flow. Hedera is completely focused on the tokenization of real-world assets and corporate supply chain tracking, acting as the ultimate compliant ledger for the Fortune 500. Avalanche has captured the institutional modularity narrative. Traditional financial giants like JP Morgan have actively tested Avalanche's sub-network architecture to launch their own private, compliant blockchains that can still interact with the global public network. For capturing massive enterprise utility, Hedera secures 19 points. Avalanche takes 18. The score is Avalanche 148, Hedera 143. Analyzing price history, Hedera is a notoriously slow-moving asset. It functions almost entirely on fundamental corporate adoption, often failing to capture the explosive speculative momentum seen during aggressive market cycles. Avalanche conversely demonstrates immense relative strength. While volatile, it has a history of aggressive price velocity, recovering critical levels rapidly and acting as a high momentum asset that heavily rewards early technical conviction during expansion phases. Avalanche secures 18 points, Hedera takes 16 in this final round. This concludes our technical evaluation. We have tabulated the final scores. Hedera accumulated a highly impressive 159 total points, proving to be an absolute marvel of corporate governance, enterprise tracking, and unique hashgraph cryptography. However, with a final score of 166 total points, Avalanche secures the top ranking. The summary is mathematically clear. If you seek a compliant network governed by the largest tech corporations on Earth, executing millions of automated commercial transactions daily, Hedera is a formidable institutional tool. But if you seek cutting-edge modular architecture, permissionless decentralization, and an economic structure that burns transaction fees while hosting billions in decentralized finance, Avalanche is the mathematically superior choice in today's market. Always do your own research before allocating capital. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive analysis. I will see you in the next evaluation.